Disney presents.
And he made the trails, opened up the land, and he gave America a mighty helping hand. And he's on the move, and he won't rest, and he Burnett, he's a traveling west.
And now your host, Walt Disney.
The dry dust of history is occasionally sprinkled with odd and fascinating facts, which lend it the romance of fiction. For instance, a rather foppish development in men's fashions became indirectly responsible for one of the greatest mass migrations of all times. Felt hats like these, often called beaver, because the fur of that animal made the finest felt, became immensely fashionable in the early 1800s. The demand became so great that beaver pelts became a standard of exchange all over the world at the rate of $6 to the pound. By 1830, the demand for beaver was so great that it was drawing adventurers far beyond the Missouri into the vastness of the Rocky Mountains. The first and most adventurous of these fur hunters were the mountain men. Scarcely 100 individuals in all history really deserve the name. And it was their exploration and their vivid and picturesque reports of the new land they found which opened up the wilderness of the West to all who came after them. Earlier this season, we brought you a group of stories about these mountain men and about Andy Burnett, a young man who became one of them. Now, with a story called The Land of the Enemies, we begin another group of adventures from the saga of Andy Burnett.
And he's on the move, and he won't rest. Andy Burnett, he's a traveling west. He won some friends and made his place. The mighty men of a mighty race. They took him in to teach him more of mountain life and mountain lore. The laws of trails and traveling streams. The danger is not what danger seems. Lessons to learn and not forget, all part of the saga of Andy Burnett. Andy made the trails, opened up the land, and he gave America a mighty helping hand. Andy's on the move, and he won't rest. Andy Burnett, he's a traveling west. The mountain peaks lay straight ahead, a land of wonder, a land of dread. Each man knew the risk was great, an Injun arrow could be his fate. But they were trappers and mountain men, and when would they have a chance again to go as far as they could get and add to the saga of Andy Burnett?
What's the idea of Kelly and old Bill kiting off like that?
Gotta locate a place to camp, don't we?
Not for a couple of hours.
Well, this is likely looking country for Arapahoes. Don't hurt to be careful.
How about that mule of yours? Thought she could smell Indians.
Oh, she can, boy, she can, when the wind is right.
Wind or no wind, there hasn't been a hostile sign since we left Taos.
Well, there's plenty of sign a mule can't smell. Take a look about you. See anything?
No.
Not even a pesky magpie or a mangy old coyote?
No.
That's your sign, boy. Even magpies and coyotes take cover. There's hunters about.
Sure us.
These is hunters they know. Red ones.
Where are they?
That's what old Bill and Kelly took off to find out. Reckon this has got to do.
For what?
Look yonder.
Kelly.
What do you think it was? Still got his hair. Everything is clear on his side. Here, get down and give me a hand. Hobble his legs together as close as you can. Leastways, they won't get Jack.
What about old Bill?
Maybe Jack can tell us. That the lot of them, Jack?
Near as I can make out, snakes or Arapahoes.
Just as long as they ain't Blackfeet.
What happened to old Bill?
I don't know. I was too busy looking out for old Jack. Stop talking. Get ready.
Take this side of the horses and see you don't fire unless we tell you. Snakes, all right. After our horses.
They've already got old Bill's.
Oh, we got eyes. Get back where I put you and grab hold of yourself.
Your turn, Andy.
Stand tight, boy, and bluff them back just as hard as they bluff you. Now, boy.
Wah! Smart aleck. Get his paw, Andy. I'll cover for you.
What do you think he's doing? Here, you young idiot. Now you smell 'em, you asthmatic lunkhead. Boy, you sure ain't long for this world.
Ran him off, didn't we? Got old Bill's horse back.
Ain't no horse worth your hair.
Didn't get an arrow into himself at any rate. Let's see to you. Turn around, Joe.
Cussing snakes will be bragging all over their camp tonight. No more than blind luck, this arrow come within a mile of me.
Save your wind. You're gonna need it.
Mind you don't go spiling my shirt now.
You're gonna have to get it off. Gotta dig this head out.
Stuck in the gristle?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Wet this down for me.
It's a wonder you can whittle a toothpick the way you carve.
You wanna try it yourself?
No. But you just wait till I get a chance to work on you.
Fetch a scoop of that mud, Andy.
What's ailing you? Nothing.
Nothing. What do you mean, nothing? Your chops is greener than scum in a Pison water
How
hole.
bad is it, Jack?
Oh. And you've been shot up, carved up, trap bit, and horse bust as many times as I have. You know, little old arrow ain't no shucks.
This one here is.
Oh, you just got a weak stomach.
Give me the mud, give me the mud. What, on a wound like that?
What I'm telling you. Go over and fetch a strip of blanket.
Snakes, all right.
You're supposed to be an educated man. You know all that filth. It's like poison.
Mind your manners, boy. Mud's the next best thing to beaver fur when it comes to stop bleeding.
Even Indians got better sense than to believe a crazy superstition like this.
I want an argument from you, Burnett. I'll ask for it. Well, then suppose you just shut up.
Feeling a mite better, Joe?
Might.
Yeah, this is doing more good.
Where do you think you're going, boy?
Somebody's got to find out what happened to old Bill.
Somebody's gonna stay right where he is.
You can't just leave him lying out there.
found it, Burnett. We brought you out here to teach you something, not for you to tell us what to do.
What Jack means is it's a sight easier for old Bill to find us and for us to find him.
Can't you get it through your thick heads? Those Indians had his horse. He's out there wounded, maybe dead, or don't you care?
I said you're staying, Burnett.
Easy now, boy. Kelly's right.
Strong medicine for stubborn mules, Burnett. Now, you listen. You haven't heard a shot fired out yonder, have you?
Didn't take a shot to put that arrow into
There
Joe.
isn't a redskin alive that could jump Bill Williams quick enough so he could get one shot off.
They got his horse.
Not old Bill. What do you figure, Jack? That knot-headed pony of his throwed him when he wasn't looking?
Likely, and those snake scouts so close, he had to hold up before he could catch his critter up again.
Well, one thing for sure, he ain't gonna tell no one.
Don't you pester him about it, Burnett. You'll lose hide for sure.
Yeah.
You confounded hunk of bear bait. You're gonna waste that snake that kept you before I'm done with you. You been collecting arrowheads again?
Real beauty this time.
Hey, I'll swap you a couple of Pawnees for that.
Collect your own.
Did you take any hair?
Oh, we barked a little fur off a couple of them.
Just riled them up enough to make them go back after their main party, huh?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Well, let's get out of here.
Hey, Joe's in no shape to travel.
He'll do.
Gonna have to. On your feet,
What
Joe.
kind of partners are you?
Live ones, and we aim to stay that way.
Give me a hand, Andy.
Stiff-necked greenhorn, can't you keep up?
You all right, Joe? You two keep straggling, you're gonna get cut off for sure.
He can't keep on like this, Jack.
Look, I don't like it any more than you, but it's the only thing we can do.
See anything behind us, Bill?
They're keeping out of sight, but they're back there all right.
We'll go upstream a ways. Leave as little a trail as we can.
I reckon there's just one thing we can do.
Think he's gonna be all right? Well, if we can keep those snakes back there from getting their hands on him. Run and fetch a buffalo robe from the packs and a couple of strips of rawhide.
What in thunderation are you doing?
Fixing a travois, sort of a traveling hammock.
You mean we're going on with him like that?
Well, I ain't never sat still yet with a passel of engines on my tail.
Oh, Bill Williams, the famous mountain man, and the great Jack Kelly. All right, go ahead, save your hides. I'm staying right here with Joe.
Now, let's get this straight, Burnett. You can do anything that suits your wall-eyed fancy, but don't tell me about Joe Crane. We were getting each other out of trouble while you were still in three-cornered pants.
There's two things that sure gravels me. One's a stiff-necked greenhorn, and the t'other's a feller pulls agin his partners. Now, one more peep out of you, and you rode your last mile with Bill Williams. Well, ain't no more guessing what happened to Torno and Corcoran now.
How long was it? 3 seasons ago since they disappeared?
Who did it?
Blackfeet. Here, boy. Learn them markings and don't never forget them.
But leaving them this way, why?
It's a warning. Blackfoot country ahead. What do you think, Bill?
Man, don't take chances with Blackfeet. Let's cut back a piece and see if we can get around them.
We're going back?
Yeah, that's right. We better get moving.
Hey, where are you going?
Find a camping place before you drag Joe to death. Come!
Leave him be. Maybe he'll ride a little of his mad off.
What's up yonder, boy? Those snakes you were watching out for. Give me your guns. I'll try to buy you time to get Joe out of here. Yours, too. Hiya! Hold it, boy. Look. I never thought a few bones would turn those devils back.
Superstition, Andy.
Spirits is one thing they're all scared of.
That was quick thinking back there.
Probably saved our hair.
Had to save Joe's.
That chip on your shoulder's getting bigger by the minute, ain't it, boy? Where to now?
Well, we know there's snakes out there. There's a chance that the Blackfeet haven't been back since they finished Cochrane and Tourneau off.
Well, if they ain't, we're liable to have one of the best seasons we've ever seen. This country ain't been touched. Let's go.
About time you fellas are taking a breather.
You all right?
Well, I ain't up to whipping no wildcats. This air'd put life in a man what's been dead a month.
Look yonder, old horse. There's what we've been looking for.
Say, there's a sight that really shines.
Worth bouncing around on that Indian feather bed for a few miles?
With even an hour in the back. That there's our country.
Fair to middling looking hole, all right.
Hole. That's the prettiest looking little valley I ever saw.
That's mountain talk, Andy. Take a valley like that high and protected and cut off, they call it a hole.
You Burnett sure don't have much of a gift for pretty words.
Well, leastways, we know what we're talking about.
What's the matter to you two, anyway?
No matter. We're likely the first white men to ever see this valley. We got a job of naming to do.
Say, that's right.
Let's see, there's, Pierre's Hole and Jackson Hole and,
Hold on. Yes, sir. That's what you're gonna be from now on. Burnett's Hole.
Burnett, for me?
a stubborn, stiff-necked, knot-headed greenhorn that ain't never set a trap.
A man's got to earn what he gets in this country, Joe. You know that.
I know the three of you got your backs up. It ain't Andy I'm thinking of. It's old Anna Boone's partner. The man that taught me when I was a younker. Old Gale Burnett. Andy's grandpappy, that's who.
Say, I like that.
Well, I'd like it a whole lot better if I knowed whether there's any Blackfeet sign down there or not.
Well, we can't tell from here. Can you make it down?
Well, I got this far, ain't I?
Burnett, you take the outfit and Joe down. Take cover in that timber right around the creek there. Wait for us. Come on, Bill, let's take a look.
It's a long way down. Sure you'll be all right?
Well, ain't one way to find out. Come on, let's go.
There was enough poison in you to kill a horse.
Sure gotta admit you feel somewhat better.
Here, give me a hand with it.
Now, mind you don't go riling up again, huh?
Of all the dad-blamed idiots that ever lived, you don't take the case.
Sending up smoke signals so every Indian in the whole country knows exactly where we are.
And tearing up a perfectly good shirt when there ain't another to be had in 1,000 miles of here.
It's my shirt. I'll do what I please with it.
You'll do what you're told around this camp or get.
Now, hold on now, Bill.
And you're as soft in the head as he is letting him pull a darn fool stunt like this.
I said hold on now. We'd already built the fire sleeping. The damage is done, so let him go ahead. Makes any difference to you? We got me patched up and they're as good as new.
And a lot of good that's going to do you when the Blackfeet show up.
Blackfeet? Hey, Jack. Jack, you seen any sign of Blackfeet?
Some.
In a fair-sized village camped in here, maybe 100 braves.
When?
Oh, some seasons back.
Nonsense.
Well, we didn't see no press sign. Of course, we could have missed it, what with that smoke and all.
Any time old Bill Williams misses anything in strange country. How does hunting and trapping look, Jack?
Plenty of game, including our own private buffalo herd. And Beaver Joe, there's enough prime fur in this valley to make us as rich as Jake Astor. It's a paradise.
Not with no dad-burn greenhorn around it, ain't.
Now take it easy, Bill. Greenhorns got their uses. Burnett, take that vest off. Come along with me. Of course, you might be a mite soft, but we can take care of that. This is an axe. This is a tree. We'd like our cabin right over yonder.
Cabin?
Why, certainly. Even in paradise, I prefer the comforts of home, don't you? Start chopping, Burnett.
Something about that dad-blame mule, I'm a-going to. She's been a-bawling like that ever since daybreak.
Joe says her nose is out of joint because he spends more time with us than he does with her.
Yeah, and he's the one that claims she can smell engines, too.
Well, there we are. Every iron we own, all ready to be strung out again tomorrow.
You know, there's something wrong with the kind of luck we've been having since we first hunkered down here.
Now, what, for instance?
Well, in the first place, there's a lot of work to taking as much fur as we've been a-getting.
A lot of profit, too. We're going to have the makings of a real celebration when we haul this catch out to Sublet's Rendezvous.
Jack?
Yeah?
Toss me out other chunk aside.
Oh, sure.
How are we going to haul them out? We got one pack horse and enough furs all ready to load 2 or 3. What's it going to be like by the end of the season?
Well, I guess we'll just have to load our saddle horses and walk out.
Walk? Old hibernates like us? Why, the boys at the Rendezvous would hoorah our heads off if Jack Kelly and Joe Crane and old Bill Williams come a-stomping out afoot.
All right, we'll find some Indian ponies and steal ourselves a few.
Well, that's more like it. But I still say, things is a-going too easy and we just been living too good. It just ain't natural. Hey, Joe, when we gonna eat?
You'll eat when I get ready to feed you. Hey! Is that you, Andy?
You calling me, Joe?
What in thunder are you doing up there?
Fixing this leak in the roof.
While you're fixing a hole there, you make another one over here your foot.
Oh, sorry, Joe.
Sorry? You're going to be a heap sorrier. Now, you come on, get down out of there, you stubble-footed young clodhopper. Spoiled my stew, that's what you done.
I said I was sorry.
What good is being sorry going to do? That was the last of our meat. Somebody's got to go out and fetch in some game.
You know I don't like shooting deer. Send Kelly or old Bill.
Deer? The way you and old Bill have been eating, the least we can do is to the buffalo.
Buffalo? Hey, that's different. Can I go it alone?
You boys got any objections?
No.
Not me.
I got something I've been wanting to try out.
What now?
I'll show you. This?
Where'd you get that thing?
Made it.
A little big, ain't it?
Buffaloes are big critters.
You mean you're aiming to kill a buffalo with that there contraption?
I sure do.
Well, you just wait right here, boy.
Looks like we don't eat tonight.
Want to make a bet?
If you bring anything home with that outfit, I'll do the cooking 2 weeks straight.
Then you just better get your apron on.
Here, boy. If you'll put this on over your head so the buffalo can't see you, you may be able to sneak up close enough to him to see him with this.
You're hoorahing me again.
Better take it, Andy. You're going to need all the help you can get.
All right, you old horses. You just wait and see.
This is one hunt I'd sure like to see.
Bad enough to traipse after him?
Not hardly. Sure gonna be something.
If he gets himself a buffalo, it'll be 'cause the critter plumb laughed himself to death.
Stay.
Hey, Joe. If you don't do something about that bellering old mule, then I'm going.
Now, see here, Jack. Esmeralda's my mule. If anybody's gonna do something about her, I'll do it.
Asuka, Eswaga Kutnike, Ewa Koye, Evara Zungaye, Asuka Tuksa, Higok Mekan.
That's a dead blame greenhorn for you. You send him out after buffalo and he fetches back Blackfeet.
It isn't Andy the greenhorn this time, Bill. It's us.
Yeah? Sitting here on our hunker.
I told you things is going too easy.
I was trying to warn you, but that dad-burned mule of yours kept making so much racket.
Yeah, this is one time we should have listened to Joe's mule. Oh, no.
Sorry, Jack.
Well, never mind the telescope. What happened, Burnett?
Well, I don't know. Well, there was this white buffalo, and I was
What white buffalo?
in the herd I was hunting.
You sure it was white?
I ought to be. I killed it.
What did you say? You killed a white buffalo?
My first arrow, too.
Any of them varmints seed you do it?
Seems they were after him, too.
Say, this shines.
Well, it explains why they didn't kill Andy and us right off.
What's a white buffalo got to do with this?
Well, they're so scarce that most Injuns figure they're sacred.
They claim they belong to the sun spirit.
Yeah, sun spirit, that's a heap big chief in their religion. They kind of figure that some of that sacredness rubs off on the man what kills a white one.
Now, wait a minute. You trying to say that Burnett win himself some sort of favor with that lucky shot of his out yonder?
What do you mean, lucky shot?
Oh, we're still alive, Bill. Must be some reason. You know Blackfeet.
Yeah, well enough to know that he's probably just waiting until tomorrow morning to do us in good and proper with the sun himself a-looking on.
Well, you could be right, but if there's a chance...
We gotta take it. Now listen, boy, you got till tomorrow morning to turn yourself into some kind of Injun god. First cousin to old man son himself. First thing we gotta do is brush up on your sign talk so you can do some speechifying.
Speech of thunderation. Joe, I hardly know enough sign talk to say good morning.
Well, boy, you're gonna start in learning right now, so sit right there and pay attention. You remember any of that sign talk I taught you before? That means to ask a question. That's a blessing. That's son, and that's God. Chief and the medicine man fixing the whole court.
Over us like a trial?
Don't forget your sign talk.
Talk it up pretty, Andy.
My brother the sun, hear me. I am among friends. I speak true.
When a white man speaks, he lies. Why are the white men in the land of the Blackfeet?
There were no Blackfeet here when we found this valley. Why do you come here now?
The Blackfeet go where they please. It is our land.
You were not in this valley last. Oh, Joe, you forgot to tell me how to say last year.
last year.
Nor the year before. Nor the year before that. We were at war with the Assiniboines. White men and the guns of white men helped them, and they drove us from our land. The Assiniboines are our enemies. So are the white men. You must die.
Do the Blackfeet kill those who hunt the white buffalo?
White men kill the buffalo for meat, not to worship the sun.
The sun holds no creature over another. We must do likewise. Let the pipe pass. We will seek wisdom.
Sure ain't a getting no place.
Well, he ain't made but one little old mistake so far.
Wonder how he's doing it.
Won't make no difference. That medicine man's plumb got his mind made up.
Pipe's gone out.
That done it, the worst sign there is.
Oh, mighty Sun Spirit, great Sun Spirit, send down the power to light this pipe. Oh, mighty Sun Spirit.
What's he doing?
If it's what I think it is.
Thank you, mighty Sun Spirit. Thank you for sending down your fire. You see with your own eyes. The sun gives me power. It's a sign that I'm a friend, that I speak true.
It's a sign that the fire was not truly out in the pipe. White man would make fools of us with a trick.
This one does not believe. He angers the sun. Let the sun himself speak to him. This old buzzard is hard to convince. E-I-E-I-O. But I got an idea and I hope it works. E-I-E-I-O. With a watch, watch here and a watch, watch there and a here, watch there, watch everywhere, watch, watch. Oh, great Sun Spirit, send down your fire. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O.
Sure hope he don't push his luck too far.
Yeah. What's he think he's up to now?
Watch. Galileo would sure love this.
Who's this here Galileo, what you call him?
Man that invented the telescope.
Oh, yeah, that one.
I'm about to take my very first scalp. E-I-E-I-O. And if it don't work, I'm gonna need some help.
Ahí estampó. Muévete, Alfo.
Hear me, my brother the sun. Bless this food and our friends, the Blackfeet.
Boy, you can say that again. Come on, Andy, sit down.
Greatest performance on or off the stage I ever saw in all my life, Andy.
Yeah, I reckon I got to swallow a few sentiments I've had about you in the past, Burnett. You did pretty good for a greenhorn.
Any day any of us does better. Time was what we needed, now time is what we've got.
Now, time to figure out a real humdinger way to get us out of here. Fall two in the middle, Sandy. Ain't nothing can stop four good mountain men when their minds is made up and their bellies is full.
The urge to know where the rivers flow, the freedom to up and pack and go. Lucky for us a few men yet remember the saga of Andy Burnett. And he made the trails, opened up the land, and he gave America a mighty helping hand. And he's on the move, and he won't rest. Andy Burnett, he's a traveling west.